Hello guys, you are welcome back to this channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be talking on how I cut this blazer top you are watching on the screen right now. This is a peplum blazer top, so I'm going to be showing you how I cut and sew it from beginning to the end. So if today is your first time of watching my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I posted a video. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. So in this tutorial I'll be using 2 yards of this Kampala fabric. I'll be using just 2 yards for this tutorial, and the length, the measurement we are working with in today's tutorial is the shoulder measurement of 14, the bust measurement of 37, the waist measurement of 29, the half length of 16, and the top length of 24. We are working with the top length of 24. Then we are working with the sleeve length of 9 and sleeve band of 13. So like I said earlier, if today is your first time of watching this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And at the end of this tutorial, if there is anything you don't understand in this tutorial, you are free to comment in the comment section, and I promise to answer you sincerely. So let's get back to work right now. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to be cutting the peplum. This is our flare. That is what I'm going to be cutting first thing. Now, so I already folded the fabric into 2, and the length after folding it, can you see, I have 22. That is the first thing. Then now I'm now going to fold it again. Can you see that? I just fold it another time. So this is it. Then I'm going to, the breadth is 22, then the length as well is going to be 22, so it's going to be 22 by 22. Then I'm going to fold it like this. So I'm going to fold it like this. Can you see that? Yes, can you see? So that's how I'm going to fold it. After folding it, this is what I have after folding it. Now let's take out our measurements. Now we said the top length measurement is 24, right? Now 24 minus 16, which is the half length measurement, we are going to minus the half length measurement from this peplum. So let's just put it, this is our 16 here, 16. Then we said the person length is 24, right? We are going to add 1 inches, so this is 25. Yes, we are going to add 1 inches because we are going to be folding the down parts with our interfacing. So let's cut it out now and see. So this is where our 16 starts from. I hope you are getting it right. Now we said the half length is 16, so I just removed the half length now. So let's assume that what I just removed now is the half length. You understand? Let's just assume that what I removed now is the half length. Now this is the down parts, the flare parts that we needed, and our 16. Let me put it again and see. This is the 16 I just removed. Then I'm going to be shocking 25 now. 25. Reason is that it's supposed to be 24, but I had 1 inches for sewing allowance because I'm going to be folding it. That 1 inches is for folding. That's why I'm going to cut out 25. I hope you understand that place. So if you get it to this place, then you are good to go. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the scissors. It's not that sharp again. So can you see? So this is for the peplum, this is for the down part. out of our 2 yards that we are using. This is what we have. Can you see? This is our peplum. This is what we have for the down part. This is the one I cut. This is the upper part before. So that is that about that. Let's move to the half length now. Let's move to the half length now. Please, if you are here to subscribe, please don't forget to do so, and please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I posted the video. So we said the half length is 16, right? We are going to add our 1 inch sewing allowance to the half length. Please don't forget to always add your sewing allowance to your measurement. It's very, very important. It's very, if you don't add it to it, by the time you sew finish, the cloth will be short and it might not give you the fitting that you need. So we say I already measured out the half length. Now to the bust, because I'm going to cut out the fabric now. I said, in case if you are new, if you are a new fashion designer, if you are just a beginner and you don't know how to bring out your fabric, like you want to cut a cloth now, you know you need to bring out your fabric. How do you bring out your fabric? If you don't know it, you can comment in the comment section. If you don't know how to bring out your fabric before you start to do shaping, how many inches do you need to add to the fabric before you cut it out? You understand? So like this one now, our bust is 37, right? 37 divided by 4 will give us 37 divided by 4 will give us 9 1/4. So now 9 1/4, then I now added 3 inches to the measurement on food before I cut it out. After cutting it out, then I will now start to that is when I will now start to do my shaping, remove shoulder and stuff like that. I hope you understand. Thank you. So now I already cut out my back. The one I cut earlier is the back measurement, is the back fabric. Now to the front fabric. How many inches are you going to add to the front fabric for this tutorial? You know, because of the lapel in the front, because of the front lapel, you can decide to add 4 inches, you can decide to add 3 inches, you can decide if you want the lapel to be big, you can decide to add 5 inches, depending on your choice. You understand? So for this tutorial now, the lapel the one I added to the front is just 2.5. So this is what I have. Can you see that? This was the back. The one I just opened now is the back. Yeah, this is the back. Why this one at the down part is the front. The bigger one is the front. Yes, this is the front. Let's measure it and see how many inches I added to it. Like I said, it's 2.5. It's not up to 3. It's 2.5 and yes, it's 2.5. Can you see that? You can add 3 inches. 3 inches is not much, but the fabric is not enough, so I just feel like okay, but it still give me what I want. So 2.5 is not bad. So let's move to our measurements now. Our shoulder is 14, right? She said our shoulder is 14. So 14 divided by 2 will give us 7 plus our half-inch sewing allowance. Yes, we have to add our half-inch sewing allowance to the measurement. The same thing we measured here, we are going to measure it right here. Measure it here as well, 7.5. Can you see? Then let's do our armhole measurement. This is for our armhole side. Now to the bust measurement. We said our bust is 37, right? 37 divided by 2 by 4 will give us 9 1/4. Then we are going to plus our 2-inch sewing allowance to that. Can you see that? So I added our 2-inch sewing allowance. Thank you. Now to the waist measurement. Our waist is 29. 29 divided by 4 will give us 7.5. 29 divided by 4 will give us 7 1/4. Since it's divided by 4, then plus the 2-inch sewing allowance, I add it to that half length, to the waist measurement as well. So that is for the waist measurement. Now we are going to be putting princess darts on this. So what I'm going to be doing is that, what do we measure here at the armhole side? We measure 7.5. 7.5 divided by 2, that is what I just did there right now. And for our darts, we are going to be using 4 for our darts. Yes, 4. We're going to be using 4. Then we are going to connect it together. Can you see? So we just connect it now. We just connect that place, because it's just normal princess darts. It's not princess bustier that we need to do shaping and stuff like that. Now to the neckline. For the back neckline, I'll be using 2.5 by 1 for the back neck. Then to the shoulder slant, I'll be using 1/2 inch and 1/4 for the shoulder slants. Can you see? I just slant the shoulder right now. Very, very important, so that the clothes will lay very well on your body. That is for the back bodice. Now to the front bodice. Now to the front neckline. Now I want you to pay very close attention to this front neckline, so that you will not do mistake. So I'll be using 4.5 for the front neckline. I'll be using 4.5 by the same. Okay, I think I later change it to 4. I later change the front neckline to 4. So I use 4. So I'm going to so let's cut it out now. Let's cut it and see how I'm going to do that place now. That's our shoulder slants. This is how I'm going to cut this place, because of the joining of the princess dart, so that it will not, by the time I join it, can you see that? Now it's for the back neckline that I said earlier, 2.5 by 1. Let's cut it out. Yes, that is for the back neckline. For this half length, we are going to cut another fabric. We are going to be using ST with this, so that it will come out fine. Then the front, I just pieces the front. I cut it into 2 pieces. Yes, I just cut the front into 2 pieces now. Now we said earlier that we are going to be using 4, right? So let's just, this is it. This is the front neckline. This is the front neckline. I want you to pay a close attention to this front neckline now, because everything we are sewing, this is where the work is. Only the fronts. So this is what we have after cutting it. Now I'm going to measure 2.5. You can use 2.5 depending on how you want the lapel to be. You can use 3 or 2.5 for it. So I'll be using 3. So I'll just notch that place. Yes, I'll notch it. Can you see? So I just come to the down parts. I measure 1 inches. Then I'm going to like that 1 inches. Just do it to this place, just to give me. You can just to give you the shape that you want your blazer, how you want your blazer to be. Anyhow you want the front of the blazer. You know we have different front of blazer, different front of jackets. So depending on how you want it to be, that's how you are going to do your design. That's how you are going to cut the shape. So this is the 3 that I notch here. So this is how it's going to be. I'm going to be cutting the same material for the interfacing, because this is how it's going to be when I sew it finish. Exactly this place that I notch. So can you see? This is what I have after cutting it. So I'm going to cut out the collar as well. But before you cut the collar, the first thing you need to join the shoulder, cut your stay, gum everything. After you are done joining the shoulder, then you are going to measure the neckline. I'm going to measure it from this side, from that edges and the back, before you now cut your collar and fix it on it. So this is it. This is what we have after cutting it. So I'll be showing you how I'm going to sew it in the sewing tutorial. So if today is the first time of watching my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I posted the video. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. God bless you. So I'll be cutting the same fabric for these 2 pieces in the front. You are going to be cutting the same fabric. You are going to be using the same fabric for these 2 pieces in the front, this lapel side, because of the turning. Because by the time you turn it, it has to be the Ankara, except if you don't want the Ankara to be the one that people will be seeing. Maybe you want to use another plain material, then you can use the plain material to turn it outside. I hope you understand. So let's see. I'm going to be cutting the lining. I'm going to be cutting the interfacing right now. I already cut it. This is it. Can you see? This is for the front. I already cut 2 pieces for each. So this is what we have, and this is it after sewing it. This is what we have after sewing the jackets, after sewing the blazer peplum. This is what we have. This is it after sewing it. Thank you so much for watching this channel. God bless you. Bye.